Hey, REIClub members, got a special treat for you today. I have Matt Kamp here from DealMachine. I've been hearing a ton about DealMachine lately. I'm sure you guys have too. It's one of the premier softwares in our industry. So, Matt, tell us about DealMachine. Give us an overview. What does it do? What are we going to be using this for?
Yeah, and George, thanks again for having me on. We love speaking to REI Club and your whole community. I mean, they're ready to learn, take action, get out there, make things happen. So, really excited to give people the tools to help them do that. And I think combining that with the education they get here is, setting them up for success for sure. But I think just to give you a quick overview in general around DealMachine, you can really kind of think of us as a tool to help real estate investors find and land off-market deals. I'd say there's kind of a couple different phases to that. First phase being you need to build your list. So build a list of motivated sellers. And we have a couple different options to do that, whether it be by driving for dollars or by pulling a list, through our list builder option. And then the next step would be, okay, now that you have that list, how do you market to those motivated sellers? How do you get in front of them? How do you start those conversations? So we give them two different options there as well. They can skip trace, meaning ping our database, get information on how, phone number, email, how to, text, call, how to get in touch with them that way. And then we have an option as well around marketing to that motivated seller through postcards. So you can send a postcard or a mailer, set it and forget it right in the app, send, hit one off, or you can set it so that way you have an automated drip of those going to that owner. So we go through and we give them tools to be able to build that list, reach out to that list, and then a couple of tools, even if they're going to wholesale it, if they're going to dispo that property and sell it to a cash buyer, we help them out there as well. So try to give them the full spectrum of tools there.
Well, I like that. I mean, that's basically the whole flow, right? Find the lead, work the lead, sell the lead. So, tell us about the driving for dollars aspect of it.
Mhm.
How do we use it, and like, what are some of the key features we're going to be using when we do that?
For sure, yeah, and the driving for dollars piece too. I mean, that's the bit that we've been known for traditionally as well. Like that was the mobile app here. We make it really easy for you to jump in, and we're the highest rated mobile app. So really proud to say that for real estate investors, like 4.8 out of 5 on the App Store and Google Play Store. But I know kind of the goal with this is you jump in your car and driving for dollars in general. For those that aren't familiar, the idea being like, hey, find fixer upper properties, find properties that have signs of physical distress in your area, create a list of those, because those are much more likely to have somebody who just isn't keeping up with a property, or they're looking to sell and they might need some help to fix up their house to do that. So there's many reasons that they could be, looking to sell. And I think, finding those physically distressed properties are where you're going to find the highest quality leads. And I know the majority of new, real estate investors, their first deal they get is by driving for dollars. So we really want to be that go-to tool for the newbie, especially as well, to come in and pick it up. And, you open the app, it locks onto your location. You enable the GPS right there, and you start driving around, and, you start looking in an area, around your town, whether it be your own neighborhood, or even look up, neighborhoods that other investors often talk, that you hear other investors talking about. So that way, hey, these are where deals are happening. This is a good area that especially if you're gonna wholesale it, that you're gonna have a cash buyer that's interested lined up. But start driving around. The app will lock on and show you black dots that pop up all around you, and each of those dots are the properties you drive by. And
Nice.
as you see those, you can click on that. It'll pull up a property owner card right there. It'll show you more information about that property. It'll tell you, hey, is it vacant? Is it absentee owned? What's the equity situation here? When was the last time it was sold? All the county data pulled in right there for you to kind of look and figure out, hey, is this somebody that I should reach out to, and what's their situation? You can quickly add the lead right there as well, right in the app, and it pulls into your list of leads. You can kind of manage that list in the app there. And then, from there, you can like I mentioned, one off skip trace, one off, send mailers to that property owner to reach out to them directly.
Yeah, I love that. Guys, I don't know how many of you have done this, but when I started driving for dollars, it was just a little pencil and a notepad,
Yep.
which is not ideal, to say the least.
I mean, that's how David, like our founder, that's why he created the technology. Him and his co-founder, to start off with, is like David was getting out there and he was a brand new investor. He'd go to REIA groups, he'd watch, he'd listen to podcasts, watch videos about it. Heard from many sources, hey, do this driving for dollars thing. This has been around for decades. It's a very proven process, but it's just, when he started to do it, he would find these properties. He'd do what you're saying. He'd write down the address and he'd try to look up info on the owner, and then he'd figure out, okay, how do I get in touch with them? And then he'd, create a postcard and send that to them. And he'd even want to like try to put a picture of the house on the postcard. That took a while. Like he did all these things, a whole process that took, 30 plus minutes to be able to get in touch with somebody. And he realized, man, I think I can use technology to make this way easier, way simpler, and really, reduce that process down to, 10 seconds within the DealMachine app. So that was kind of the genesis of where it came from as well.
Nice. When did he create this app? How long have you guys been around?
We've been around, that was 2017 was when he really had other people start using it. He actually built his own portfolio using the app himself as well. So he's, built a over $500,000 portfolio, over 6 figures of annual income for himself to really, focus on his own financial freedom. And then really focused on, getting the app out there as well. And we've had over 200,000 investors download it. So been around since 2017, and been a fun journey, and excited to keep evolving, putting out new things based on what you guys are looking for, and help any way we can for enabling investors to go find that first deal and then kind of scale that and get a real deal flow, a real flow of deals coming in.
Wow, 2017. So you guys are one of the old kids on the block.
Right. Yeah. It feels like it. I mean, we have driving for dollars. Like that was where it started, that was the initial app. It's evolved over time, like I mentioned, to really focus on, okay, hey, you can drive for dollars. Like that's your highest quality lead. If you don't have enough time to go do that, we built List Builder as well. So that way, if you're going to need more marketing budget, because you're going to need more leads, you're going to need to market to a larger group of people. But you're going to save time. Because you're not out there actually driving around finding those leads. So, we've evolved to give you 2 options there, how to build your list, whether it be through List Builder or through, driving for dollars, and then have evolved over time into a software to really help you manage those leads. And then, sell that property in the end too.
Awesome. Can you give us a little screen share and show us some of the List Builder features? I know that's something that, is really going to help us go from that paper notepad to like a CRM and actually doing things the right way that's scalable and easy to use, right?
Yeah, let me share this screen here. Let me know when this pops up so I can show you guys.
Okay, there it is.
Perfect, great. So to kind of show you that overview really quick, I know we mentioned you've got the map right here, so that's where you're going to jump in and be able to. I can show you guys here. It'll lock onto your location. You'll see all those black dots pop up around you. A couple quick tips on this as well. We have this highlights button as well. The highlights feature, which my internet's a little slow today, but the highlights feature right here, highly recommend using that, especially if you're new to this, because this will give you a good direction on where to drive around, where to go. It's not the only thing you should rely on. Like you should be first and foremost looking for the physical distress in that property. That's the point of going out there. But you can see this highlights button. If you say, okay, show me just the absentee owned properties around me, you'll see, green boxes start to pop up. And that'll show you like, hey, here are all the properties that fit that criteria. So that way, as you're driving around, you can look and say, hey, maybe I should drive this street, or maybe I should, when you drive past the lead, you should look really closely if you have that green box, because you can say, hey, this is a really, really high quality lead. This is really, something that I think, you can spend more time and energy on trying to get in front of that particular owner. So you've got the maps feature, you've got, driving tab, which, I can dig into that as well, around how to bring on drivers to your team. The leads tab is where I started to show you. And you can see, as I'm driving around, or if I'm using List Builder, like you asked about, this is where all those leads are going to populate, is right, really kind of your, like you said, CRM, pipeline management tool. The selling tab is a way to be able to make it easier to dispo that property if you're a wholesaler, sell it to cash buyers. And then the mail tab as well is where you're going to manage your mailers that you're sending out. So we kind of break it down in a simple way up here. To show you list builder specifically. Just wanted to kind of give you guys, full context and then show you the new stuff coming. This new list builder feature. So when you click on that here, you can see, just to begin with, we want to make it just super easy to use and easy to find. Any list that you pull within list builder, which you'll see those blue highlights right here are past lists that I have pulled. Different areas that I've highlighted before and created a list around. But whenever you do pull that list, it's going to really just integrate into that leads tab with all of your driving for dollars leads as well. So you can see them all in one view really easily. When you jump in here, you can see all these quick hit lists. So these are all just preset filters of, every single family home or all your vacant properties, owners of multiple properties, which that one's great, especially if you're trying to get in touch with investors like cash buyers. You can pull a list of that essentially. Pre-foreclosed, foreclosed properties, bank owned or absentee. And, you can go by one of those quick, easy filters, or you can create your own filter right here. You can see these are my past filters right here, but you can create your own filter, come in and say, hey, I want to see any property that hasn't sold, sale date is, before, a couple of years ago. So hey, they're in a really good equity spot, likely, and you can do that, and then say, all right, also I want to see, hey, show me every property that has different square footage, different bedroom, bathroom. You can say, is it vacant or not? All these different filters to be able to come in, and whenever you do that, you can just draw around a particular area, which you see these. Can you see these like green little highlights coming up as well, George? Oh, that's too small.
Yeah, kind of the big clusters of green.
Yeah, each of those green areas are filters that are highlighting which properties fit that current filter that you have on there. So you can come in here and say, all right, I see a nice cluster right here. Let me draw around this area. Cool. Jump in, and you can see right away, I've got 2,300 leads that fit my current filter in this particular box. And you can drag this around, show different areas and see, okay, now I've got, 2,100 leads. You can kind of play around with the size and shape and really mess with it. So that way in real time, see these filters working, see, hey, we're building this list. We're highlighting your criteria that you've got, and you can really kind of play with it to be able to just pull and build that list right away. And, like I said, you've got your driving for dollars leads as one option to get out there and find those physically distressed properties that wouldn't appear on a list like this. So they're likely to be less competitive. That's why they're higher quality. Or you can come in here and say, all right, let's build this list. Let's pull, 1,000 leads right away and can start marketing people right there.
Okay. So you've got your list that you can build for driving for dollars, right? You're grabbing properties on the way to work. You're saving them in one list, right? I see you have your D4D leads right there. And then you can build leads as well. You can build like the thousands of leads by using the map features, using those smart filters. So now can you tell us a little bit about how we're going to market to those two different lists, right?
Yeah.
How we're going to market and skip trace the driving for dollars leads versus how we're going to market to the thousands of leads.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, the goal here, and you can do, there are many different types of processes you can institute if you're looking at a gigantic list. I know we know plenty of people who are they're building a team around that, or you're bringing in a VA to help you, or you've got a lot of options there. If you want somebody to hire a call center, you've got a lot of options in terms of marketing outreach. I'd say the two options that we give you really easily within DealMachine are that, like I mentioned, is the skip trace, which when you come in here, if you look at like a single lead, if you come in and say, all right, I want to view this lead, I see a variety of data, see it's absentee owned. You can see, more info about the ownership and bedroom, bathroom, square footage, all of that, type of information right there. But if you want to come in and do a one-off skip, you can come in and just say, okay, hit skip trace right there. And you can do this in the field. Like if you're out driving around, you can do that on the spot. And we have many people who will do that and call and say, hey, I'm a local investor, just drove by, really kind of use that, as part of the pitch. Or you can come in here and, be able to see, all right, we've got 7 phone numbers and an email coming back right here, where you can jump in and see right away, all right, these are all disconnected. Here's a connected one. Here's the caller ID. And you can see it's a landline. So we'll give you data around, all right, what is the type of, label, what is the type of data we're giving you in terms of, the quality of the phone numbers. And that way you can go in really quickly, identify, all right, here's the ones that I should prioritize, and, call those right away. So I'd say
huge.
Yeah, the one-off skip trace, we make it easy to do that. Or you can come in here and actually bulk skip trace them as well. Select all of your leads right there, and then go through and say, all right, once I've bulk selected, can go through lead actions right here and skip trace or send mail to all of them right there. So, like you asked, where do you start? I'd say one, skip tracing, that short-term feedback loop is where our most successful investors are starting. Is, all right, they want to be able to reach out right away with a call, text, email, some way to get feedback quickly from that particular owner. And then they're combining that with this mail strategy, a long-term nurture strategy. So that way, if you've reached out, if you've tried to get on their radar, and maybe you're successful, maybe you're not, that mailer is something that keeps you top of mind and helps you, essentially set it and forget it and scale the strategy. So that way you don't have to every single day be calling, every single number, but you're giving people a reoccurring touch point that you can set through DealMachine.
Oh, that's super helpful, man. Seeing like the type of phone number you're pulling and whether it's connected or disconnected. I mean, I started my skip tracing with one of those free websites, and it does not tell you what number is disconnected. You have to find that out the hard way.
Yeah, I was going to say it, and it gives you like do not call list numbers and all that. So it helps you really stay above board and just do it really quick and easy, and save you time, and give you email addresses here as well, to see if if that's another option. Because whenever you reach out to somebody, some people respond to calls better, some text, some email. Like doing a kind of a marketing mix like that, it's going to give you the best odds of getting on their radar.
Absolutely. All right. Why don't you show us the selling feature now? I think that's kind of the next step, right? You've got the lead. We've contacted the lead. Let's say we get under contract. Now, how do we dispo that? Show us how that works.
And really quick, one last thing I do want to mention in the leads tab as well. This right here is our new list stacking feature. Because if you pulled a list, which is, we pulled 2,000 leads, so this thing's still working for this guy is working for a little bit. But, if I went into that list that I just pulled and see, oh yeah, some of these leads, it's got a 2, a 3, a 4 by it. Here's one that has 2, where you can click on it and see, oh, this is in my D for D list, and it's in this filter that I pulled, with my list builder. And it'll show you, okay, if this is in two different types of lists, highly likely that it's more motivated, because each list that you're a part of is a different motivating factor, is a different criteria to filter. And if you only have a limited time, limited marketing budget, especially if you're pulling a massive list of leads, really focus on those higher list count leads, because those are going to be your highest quality ones out there too. So just wanted to give people a new sneak peek into that feature, and then also really a tip on where to be spending your time, spending your money.
Oh, that's awesome. That's super useful. I mean, if it's in your driving for dollars list, you've seen it, you've laid eyes on the property, and if it's on another list as well, that's another great signal that this seller could be really motivated.
For sure. And I think, a lot of people, they'll use, multiple technologies, or they'll get a list from the city, or get a list from an attorney, get a list from here and there. You might have a ton of different spreadsheets. So being able to come in here and you can actually hit add leads and import that list right there. And that way you've got, each different tab is a new, could be a new import, a new example of that. And I could go in here and say, yeah, I used Carrot, one of our partners as well. Been getting leads from there, and okay, now I've got that list side by side. And you can see, as I do that, you're consolidating all that other data, making this a hub, and being able to come in and use that as a way to identify, to stack those lists and identify the top priority leads out of everything you've got out there. So, yeah, now I can jump into the selling tab if that's helpful.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, don't mean to go too roundabout on you there, but yeah. So say for example, you've been driving for dollars, you've been adding leads there, you've been maybe hiring a driver to help you. You're managing all your leads right here. You're marketing them and managing your mailers, and you've landed that property, and you're looking to wholesale it. If you're going to be taking that next step, you're not going to hold on to it, and you want to sell to a cash buyer. Clicking on this selling tab is really where we focus on making that a simple and easy, one click step away essentially. So whenever you mark a lead as under contract within DealMachine, it'll automatically appear in the selling tab right here for you. And you can see, when you go under here, you can quickly spin up a landing page. And, the whole goal with these landing pages is for, one, to make it really simple and easy to share your deal, to share the property, to share more, pictures and more information about that property. But then outside of that, you want to look extremely professional, credible, trustworthy, not like a rookie. You'll be able to really present your case better. To be able to in general, like that's going to translate to a better margin, like a better actual fee, assignment fee for you as well. But let me see if I can get this to load. I think this is live currently as well, this particular landing page. But you can see this is the link to the URL of that landing page. You can see how many times it's been viewed. And you can even see when I go to this, you can click on and customize it as well. So you can come in and put in different pictures, change, the information right here. You can put in, an actual call to action. So that way, when you share this out to a list of investors, they can go in here and say, yes, I'm interested, hit submit, and then, when that actually comes back, I'll show you, it appears as a buyer's message. So it appears as, a way to kind of manage that cash buyers list and see inquiries coming in and be able to manage people that you're talking to on that side of it as well. So let me see if this is loaded here. Yeah, it might take a little bit, but yeah, that link itself is going to give you, super easy way to be able to share out the deal, look really credible, look very professional, and just manage those cash buyers as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of the wholesalers I'm working with use your DealMachine links, and they're so nice. It's pretty standardized. They drop the pictures right there. You don't have to, follow up with them. And then you can usually just fill out that form in 2 seconds and say, hey, I'm interested, contact me.
Yeah, exactly. And so we've really pulled that out. I mean, the old DealMachine layout did not have this navigation bar up here. It was on the left side. So we pulled that out and made it more prominent up here for you guys. So it's really easy to be able to, add leads, manage that list, and then, send mail. And when you land that deal to sell that property if you're going to wholesale it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's like the whole flow, right?
Yeah, trying to make it easy. And I think in general, like that's one of the things that makes us unique is we're trying to be a platform there to be able to make it just simple and easy for you to go through that whole process in one spot. But then also, I know our Driving for Dollars, app, that's what we're known for first. We make it easy for you to bring on drivers as well, which we can make a whole follow-up video on how to do that. How to build a driving team. We're mobile first. Like I think our mobile app is what people are using us first, is to jump in, add leads here, contact people here. Then they typically come back to the desktop to be able to manage those leads and do the rest of what I showed you guys here today. And then outside of that, I mean, we really invest in our support team and our community and putting out educational content. I know our support team gets back to you in less than 5 minutes. And just want to make it so that we can give you all the tools possible to make you as successful as possible. And I know through you guys as well, if you use your promo code, which I think will you guys link to that here as well?
Yeah, that's going to be REIClub/DealMachine.
There you go. REIClub.com/DealMachine. Okay. Yeah. So if you go there, I know you get a 7-day free trial. So we want to make it really easy for you to be able to just get started for free and get out there and start to build that list and start to get in touch with owners. And then in addition to that, because we've set up that deal with you guys, you would get 100 free skip traces or 25 free mailers. And that way on that trial, you can start to reach out to people, start to actually have conversations with motivated sellers, and go land that first deal.
Oh, that's very cool. Thanks so much for doing that for the REIClub members, guys.
Yeah, of course.
So huge.
Yeah, we
that
want to
free trial is amazing. That free trial is amazing. Actually giving us some credits to Script Trace. I mean, that's not free. That costs money, guys. So Matt's giving you guys something real valuable there. Matt, thank you so much. I love what you guys have done with the app. I used it a few years ago when it was just the mobile app, and now what you guys have done with the web portal as well is just amazing. Like, you guys are just taking it just to the extreme, and it's everything we really need all in one place.
Yeah, appreciate the kind words there, George, too. And I know our team is hard at work at always developing this out and continue to make it better and better. So, feel free to reach out to me. Anybody watching this, I'm happy to be a support for you as well. Just matt@dealmachine.com is my email there. And especially if you, when you land that first deal with us, get in touch with me. I know we have like over 130 videos on our YouTube channel of people talking about the deals they've landed using DealMachine and how they did it, and the numbers behind it, and really just giving tips. And we want to give you guys that platform as well to build your credibility and really build your own awareness in your own markets as well. So please reach out. We love to feature you there. And anything else I can do to be helpful. Excited to hear about all the success stories that come from this too.
Thanks so much, Matt. Let's get out there, guys. Let's get a deal, and let's celebrate those wins.
Love it.
All right, Matt. Well, thanks again. We'll talk soon. I know you guys got a bunch of stuff coming, so anytime you got new features, let's hop on and we'll show the crowd.
Yeah, I was going to say you'll see me back soon. I'll show you guys all the new fun stuff that we keep churning out of the lab here. So thanks again, George.